life is a stage, man. I always assume it's live.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Like,
You
what
never
did
heard
he
that
say?
before?
I've never heard it come out your mouth.
Oh, wait, pause.
Oh my god, dude.
No, that was a respectable pause.
Yeah,
Come on.
nah, I won't
And
get
I've
to
been
that one.
cool. I've been cooling it down. I don't want to be that guy.
The pause guy, the Ayo.
Yeah. Although I feel like I already am, so unfortunately.
Listen, man, we're all a little childish. Everybody has those days.
Looks like somebody's in the chat already saying, "Is that Jimmy frickin' Scoops?"
Scoops.
Hilarious.
Dude.
He's here to get the new bounty poster pictures.
Yeah.
Riasat, what's good, man?
Right.
One Piece anime is back, 2 episodes back to back. That's true. I didn't watch them yet. Did you?
Oh, the new episodes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched them. I had to. I was feeling like a crackhead, bro.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time the last 2 days. I'm waiting to, really sit myself down, set the mood, adjust the lighting.
Well, what was dope is that there was an episode that came out early in the day yesterday, I think, and then an episode that came out this morning. So it was 2 back-to-back new episodes. Now they weren't even two at the same time. It was so weird. I was like,
that's odd. I didn't know that.
Because they definitely
watched
my fault.
I haven't watched One Piece like the anime since Wano, just because like I don't want to. I remember the feeling of being caught up, and then I had to switch to reading the manga because obviously, like you got to.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know. I enjoy the manga so much and the pacing of it. I just don't know. It's not that I can't. I just need them to be so far ahead that I can go in and then find the things that I want to watch and then skip around. Like waiting week to week on the anime, that would kill me. That would literally kill me.
Nah, I like to do both. You know what I mean? Because I was anime only because I got into it, in 2018. I started binging, and then like I caught up as like near the end of Whole Cake, and I started reading like at the Reverie Forward. But I just like having something to look forward to both times a week. If the manga's on hiatus, I'm like, all right, at least I got something One Piece related to look forward to. And then it keeps my mind fresher too, because like I'm kind of hearing the information again like a year later. Like I can't be no Tekken. I ain't that type of smart, but like
me neither.
Plus you're playing the card game too, so your knowledge right now.
Yeah, the card game helps a lot, bro. The card game helps so much remembering characters' names.
It literally has to.
You sitting here talking about playing people that side characters you ain't never even talked about in the story.
Yeah. So while we're still on the topic of the new anime episode, though, Goofy, I know you didn't see it, but Corey, what did you think of the Frankie voice actor? Because
I want to move with love first, right?
I love that. I love that.
I gotta give it more time. I gotta see his super. I haven't seen his super yet, and that will be the make or break. And I'm gonna be even nicer. I'm gonna give him at least 3 supers before I make my final decision.
Oh, okay. I don't know if we're gonna get any supers in this arc. I don't know if there's gonna be much room for those.
What you mean? Frankie, I'm trying to think. Did Frankie super in that? This is a crazy sentence.
I don't know. They had to get out of there. That's the thing. I did hear his voice though, and I think, I definitely don't like being like the person to immediately be like, I hate this because it's not the same. I'm gonna hear him out. I think could be good.
So I love the comment though that he's not even trying to like sound like it. He's just going in a completely different vibe.
Bro,
I'm a new person now.
I was watching, I was like, this, like, I guess. I was like, before he sounded like a drinker, now he sounds like a smoker.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
That's exactly what happened.
But bro, how exactly did you get into One Piece? Like, how long have you been a fan? Like, I feel like your knowledge on it to be able to craft like the way you've kind of crafted your YouTube videos, your hilarious series. Like, I remember when you first uploaded your first video and it kind of showed up in my feed and you kind of just like out of nowhere. I was like, this guy got to really know his shit to be able to break down this series to such a everyday like language way of like thinking about the series. Like, instead of sounding like a straight anime nerd in a way, you make it sound like some dude you just talking to in a bar. You know what I mean? So how exactly did you get into the series?
I appreciate that. I love when people say that. Like, my favorite type of comments are people that are saying like, "Hey, like I showed my wife your videos, and now she finally watches One Piece." And I'm like, I don't. That is so beautiful, but like, I don't get that one. I don't know how that happens. Like, that's really awesome. Like W wife, that's really awesome. But I would have never like that's. I really like that because the hardest thing was getting into One Piece. Really, like how I got into it was I just started it one day. I was working overnights and I just started watching it on like my downtimes. Like, I don't know if either of you guys ever worked like overnights. Shit is brutal.
I used to work at Target overnights.
Bro, awful. You don't even know what it really does to like your psyche until you switch back either. Like that
switch
shit
back and
like,
you like, this is what y'all daywalkers be doing?
Yeah, for real. It was like like I started realizing like, I think I've been depressed for a long time, actually. Like as soon as sun starts hitting you again, you're like, wow, okay. So
the overnights hit me when I started going to like a bar that was open at 8 a.m. to have a drink.
Oh my god,
that's
when you know. That's when you know something's got to give here. I can't do this. BoJack Horseman for real. Oh my god. So like I was still working overnights when I found One Piece, and then like I was just watching more and more of it during the daytime when I was supposed to be sleeping until one day I'll never forget. I got caught up to Dressrosa, and I went into work, and I just thought to myself, you know what? Luffy wouldn't take this. And then I sent my letter of resignation, and then like I just lived off whatever money I had saved up. It's comical because before I was like, I would never do that. Like I would never crash out like that and just like go. But something about like I had to figure out how Dressrosa ended. I was just like, I don't even care anymore. I just want to finish watching One Piece. And that's what I did. So yeah, so I mean, I don't even think I noticed as many things like you said, like Tekken or like our Archer's library. Like I don't even like or O'Hara, or like fucking literally anybody. Jay, honestly, like everybody with the agenda reverie and stuff like that, Shonen Showdown. I don't notice nearly as many things as they do. I'm just like the jokes stand out to me. Like I can't forget them. Like I love that.
I mean, your perspectives on them are really good too. How you have. You go through different people's perspective for like each arc. You choose like one character, and then you even came up with Jimmy Scoops.
Bro, coming up with Jimmy Scoops. I see. This is I'm sorry. Now you got to get glazed. Pause. I mean, pause. I mean, at this point, it is what it is.
Just put the baby oil away. That's all.
Go with the perspective of the World Economic Journal person is I could never. That was big brain, bro.
Yeah,
you was ahead of the One Piece fan letter before the One Piece fan letter.
Oh,
that I guess that is true. I thought about it. The whole idea came from Jimmy Firecracker from Team 4-Star. So I just thought about it'd be kind of cool if somebody like that was just following around the Straw Hats, and then it just took off from there. That's funny.
That's good stuff, bro. So how'd you think of the concept, I guess, of the videos? Like, what made you be like, all right, this is the first one I'm gonna put out?
So when the first, I had like maybe 8 YouTubes before, just trying like encompassing all of the other different things that I'm interested in. I finally decided to do a One Piece channel, just not even for anything to happen, just because I like talking about One Piece, and like I didn't really have any friends that I could talk about it because I got into it so late. Like this was only like a couple years ago, and so I didn't have anybody to talk to, so I just thought maybe I just started uploading chapter reviews, and surprisingly those started getting like a little bit just more traction than I thought that they would. Like people were like just watching and like honestly like talking about the chapters. So I was like, this is cool. This is kind of like a community that just wants to talk about stuff. So I just decided one day I uploaded a video talking about like maybe like the top 5 underrated One Piece funny moments, and one of those things was how funny it must have been for Kaido to fight Luffy, like from his perspective, like because that's the thing that stood out to me, dude. Like really think about when Kaido was whooping Luffy's ass on that roof, dude. He threw him off of the roof, and then Luffy comes out of the ocean riding a dragon. Like you're Kaido, you're supposed to be the only dragon, and then the lunatic that you just got done beating up for 2.5 hours on your roof, he comes out of the ocean riding a dragon. Like Kaido was like, fuck who is this dragon? Like I don't even care.
Well, you started calling bro a crackhead. I said, nah, he's a real nigga for this one. He's too real for this.
A crackhead. When you remember in Alabasta in a Little Garden when he was running around that island shirtless, that's when I knew. I was like, that's just a dude in Florida. He's just
a dude. Florida
beating up
man.
wax people. He didn't care either. He just took his shirt off and started fighting people. I was like, oh, he's crazy.
Bro, he's either
crazy.
from Florida or he's from the Bronx. It's one of the two.
Yeah, he's from anywhere they are boxing for no reason. Luffy is there. I believe that wholeheartedly. He doesn't need a reason.
Shout out to Shade though for the $5 super chat. OP changed this man's life. I feel like it's big impact on all of us, man.
It truly did. It literally changed my life, as I do believe it does to everyone when they really give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, even I have a kind of a similar perspective because I started like making my own content before the podcast, like in 2021, and that's around the time where like I started kind of being part of like reading One Piece more, watching a lot more like YouTube creators because I've always watched YouTube anime content as an outsider for years when Cole was still doing Naruto weekly, when we was in the trenches and things, when Sawyer 7 Mage was out here, like they was like the only two you could really watch every week and things like that. And then like getting into One Piece and kind of like being part of that, I'm like, man, same thing like you. I was like, I want to talk about this with somebody, but like I didn't have nobody to talk to about it. I'm like, there's so much here. And we don't even get to the podcast being made without me feeling like, okay, the same way Luffy kind of felt like I need a crew. I can't just do this by myself. Like I need some people around me to like, help me get to what I want to do with this One Piece thing or just anime or talking about anything. So One Piece does that, bro.
You found me on the street like Luffy finds his crewmates.
Oh yeah, word. I mean,
you got
a his corgi name is Luffy.
Yeah, that's how we met. His Shiba's name is Vegeta.
That's awesome too.
Yeah, but she's a girl, and I still named her Vegeta. I said Princess All Saiyans, bro. It don't matter. Princess Trunks. Princess Trunks.
Princess Trunks. Even better. Love it.
But we are here to go through chapter 1145. If you want to follow along with us, check us out with the Viz Shonen Jump official translation. We are going to do our usual, go around, do our best voice acting, review, give our thoughts, etc., etc. But before we do that, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you check out Goofy's channel. We have it connected in the bio below. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Get notified for more content we put out. And if you're interested, we do have channel memberships, $1.99. It helps support the channel. We try to get early access for you guys for the official episodes that come out every other Tuesday. Hopefully 12 to 24 hours because I edit everything fighting for my life. You know what I mean?
Yes, you do. Make it look good.
Make it look okay. Doing what I can. You also get special badges during the live streams to use. Different, whether it be me, my face, Danny's face, Kimmy's face, Danny holding the dog, all types of options there. You get special badges under your name for however many months you've been a member. And as we grow, hopefully we can add more tiers so we can, offer better things for you guys as we continue to get bigger. But we small. We don't got the coin like that. We're not showing the showdown over here. But
Rob.
Boy, you're Rob. But I guess I'll start with the cover stories and then the first 2 pages. Then Danny, you want to go after that, and then Goofy, you want to take from there?
Sure.
All right. So first, we got the color spread promoting the new episodes here. At first, I was like, "Did Oda draw this?" And I was like, "Hell no, he ain't draw this, right?" Everybody just sitting here chilling, watching TV. Your boy Luffy's all over the place.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I love
Luffy's all over the place, but Zoro's on the floor looking like he crashed out on an episode of Rick and Morty, and he's looking a little like Rick right now.
Well, the boy don't never know which way to go because he's not even looking at the TVs.
Yeah. Why is he look like that? He looks so like
he actually does look like Rick. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, yeah, he do look kind of like.
Yeah, he's got that spit dribble going down the side of his mouth. Like this is like his 5th mug of whatever he's drinking.
Why is he drinking that like that? Like, and everybody else is so happy. Like he's literally just, what happened to him?
He looks hurt.
What the hell?
I mean, Sanji's the one handing out the mug, so I wouldn't put it past Sanji to put a little something in there.
Nah, don't do that to my boy. Don't do that to my boy.
You're right. If I set that precedent, then he's gonna.
He would never do that. You know how much he honors food and all that for people.
All right, fair enough. But I like that they're all like sitting around together. They all have their little mugs. It's like a family. It's like a family watching Saturday cartoons.
Yeah, your boy Tio Jinbei over here looking real uncle like.
In the tank top.
Looking real uncle like. I'm like, bro, got the pizza, like.
Yeah, we all got somebody in like Jinbei in our family.
Bro got the tank top on.
Yeah, he just don't care about nothing but watching TV. Look at him. He is happy.
Well, he just, I mean, if this was my uncle, he'd be like, why are all these people in my house right now?
Why? But the cover story, we have name of the chapter 1145 Wildfire in Forest Sector 2, Branch Route 8, Olga Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Volume 30. Pepe's still alive.
All right, well, we're on volume 30 now of this goddamn cover story. Where are we going?
Yeah, I think
Corey,
I get it. Like they're saved. I think we can go on from here. I think.
Corey, your stocks of Pepe and Ulti being Yamato Scabbers are looking pretty good, man.
Listen,
I'm not
bro,
gonna lie.
it seems like the only thing that's just viable. It just sucks because like we about to have to still do like 20 more volumes of this pilgrimage for her to see the rest of Wano.
If we go through this pilgrimage and it ends up being Yamato joining back up with the Straw Hats after she, made her way through Wano, then I'll be happy. But we'll see.
Are you a fan, Goofy, of Yamato being back on the Straw Hats or nah?
Yeah, I love Yamato. It's one of my favorite characters. Well, I think maybe favorite is it. I mean, I really like Yamato's character. I really do. Maybe not like. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Yamato. Definitely one of my favorite Wano characters. Yamato is. I would say for sure. So yeah, I mean that'd be cool.
I wouldn't think it's much of a stretch if Ulti and Page One choose to follow Yamato. I mean, they're already familiar with her. She's the son of Kaido, who is the person that they were following before.
Yeah, the whole Hanafuda, that's the father name. I don't know. Hafanuda, Hanafuda. The dude that used to be the warlord that was like cool with Kaido. So like that connection is already kind of there. So like the children continuing that connection that the parents did before. It kind of fits here.
Make sense. And like Page One never gave me like, villain vibes. And I mean, neither did Ulti too. Ulti just likes to scrap.
Ulti just with it. She said, I just like to fight.
Yeah. Honestly.
But we didn't have to use a whole cover story just to state Pepe's still alive. Nobody thought he was dead, bro.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
But first 2 pages, don't gotta do much, but we got a big dinosaur on the page. Roar! Here it comish, Nash. What? Here it comish. Huh? Oh. Wait. Roar! Now, Ahmed Dallaire, as we see Sanji kicking Zoro up to the dinosaur. Assault! And your boy Zoro cut straight through. I love to see it. The boys getting along.
Yeah, man, those are the dynamic duo. When they lock in, they lock in, and I like that they still have that like, they know the moves. They know the moves. They did it in Alabasta.
They got all the best combos. They know know each other's everything about each other, bro.
Yeah, if they could just like do it, it'd be fine. Like they could actually work together. I'll never forget on the Foxy arc when they worked together. I was like, all right, we'll work together for like. They were getting their asses whooped for like 30 minutes,
bro.
They were like, all right, let's just do like 10 minutes of working together, and then that'll be fine.
And then we'll never do it again.
Yeah, then we'll never do it again.
I was first time reading. I was caught off guard when the shield started talking. I said, wait a minute.
I thought I was reading a fake translation. I thought I was reading some AI stuff.
Wrong manga. I thought it was fake. I said, excuse you.
Is this some Studio Ghibli AI kind of One Piece chapter? What's going on here?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But you want to take the next 2 pages, Danny?
Yeah. All right. So now we're cutting into a decapitated dinosaur on the field, and we're seeing the boys all lined up around it. We're seeing Zoro saying, "This looks like good eating." Sanji responds, "I mean, it's huge even compared to giants. Grogiosaurus-ish considered a delicacy. It takeish a while to carve off all the fat, but it's great when skewered in alcohol." Sanji's over here like, yeah, but you didn't bring any of that with us, right? There's a whole shesh of cooking toolish. Oh my God, this is so hard. In the hunting shed.
Bro,
let us look for some aromatic herbs on the way back. Does this guy have a lisp? Is that what it is?
Bro, when it had that said that comish, I was like, no, bro, this is ridiculous.
This is not it. Then we're seeing the shield over here, gassed and exhausted alongside next to them. What's the deal with this guy, huh? Is it a double fruit? Oh, that shield came like that way back years ago when my dad went on the expedition to vanquish Big Mom. Big Mom? Oh, so he's like Zeus then. What? You guys know Zeus? He's like one of the most exalted homies. Well, I mean, now he's manservant to our navigator, so there's that. What? And now we're cutting back to where Loki and the gang are. Holy Knights. That's right. They showed up here. Humans from the world government? You're saying that's who beat you this badly? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You must have given them reason to seek revenge when you were rampaging beyond the sea. Don't be stupid. If I'd gotten far enough to run into them when I was out there, I'd be king of the world by now. Knights from the world government? Hey, you guys-ish, as somebody says from a distance, as Luffy is sitting atop what I believe is Loki's shoe. Yeah.
Who keeps talking like? Is that just how they say things there? I'm so like. I guess I
think I think Goldberg just got a list, man.
Yeah, is it just him saying that this entire time?
Yeah, it's every time Goldberg's talking.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what it is. It has to be the Lisp thing, because now if I'm looking at the words, I'm like, oh, okay, I can see where that would come into play.
I could have gone without that. Could have gone without that. They could have just waited for the anime for that. They could have waited.
But yeah, I really wonder what. I mean, they have a really good point there of like, wow, you really must have done something to piss them off when you were out traveling the seas for them to target Loki to recruit them. But
yeah,
because how long was he out to sea for before Shanks got him? Was it 7 years?
He was out to sea for that long? I thought he was out there for like a couple months. Let me Google it. Let me fact check it.
Yeah, you are the fact checker
here. How
here.
long was Loki out at
sea? I do want to. Oh no, I'll let you finish that. Luffy, bro, what are you doing? He keeps trying to jump.
It says he's in prison for 6 years.
Or it's been 6 years since he was in prison.
Yeah, I don't know if he was out in the streets that long. But it was nice to see Sanji finally get to talk food with somebody. You don't ever get to see Sanji actually talk, chefing it up with anybody.
The two cooks of the cruise, the giant pirates and the straw hat pirates.
Bro was like, yeah, you got the herbs, you got the seasonings. I was like, okay.
Let me show you how giants do it.
He said, this guy knows ball.
I just love now he's a manservant to our navigator. I just love that line because I wonder. I'll never forget when Zeus like joined on, and I forgot. Nami was like, "Hey, how would you like to be my slave?" And Sanji was there, and he was like, "Yes, I will." Jinbei was like,
"I volunteer as tribute."
She's not talking to you. Yeah, she's not talking to you.
Yo, and now in this new arc, she's got Road as a manservant too. But who knows? Yeah. He might follow her around too. Yo, Nami's got it like that, I guess.
Yo, if imagine Road really just follows around. He's like, I'm just gonna ride out with you guys.
I'm leaving the new giant pirates.
Harujin respects Luffy. Then we have this guy over here talking it with Sanji, and Road's just a slave to Nami.
I just think it's so hilarious, like how we got introduced to Road in the beginning, and what Oda is trying to do, like trying to see. I'm not gonna lie, he is doing a good job trying to change the character, like on the fly, from like just being this creepy weirdo to being like, yeah, but he's kind of smart. You'll be like, he's useful. Like he's piecing together things.
He's their navigator, right?
Yes.
I wonder how good he is with that sword on his back. Because that, I don't know. I don't see Road as much of a fighter.
I mean, you're a giant, so you just got an automatic certain level, right?
Yeah. I wonder. I mean, we obviously know how this conversation goes, but I'm very surprised that Loki. Wait, did Loki? You know what? Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I'm talking ahead of myself because again, those early translations were not good, and I haven't read the official translation.
Well, do you want to dissect a little bit like the whole Big Mom homie situation? It's kind of the elephant in the room about whether or not Big Mom can still be alive. You know what I mean?
I always thought the fact that Zeus is still around is a pretty big indicator that Big Mom is still alive. Yeah. I'm not of the mindset that Big Mom is dead.
But that shield, based on when this took place, when they're talking about like the backstory stuff during like the solstice thing, that was during Carmel's time, and Carmel had the fruit. She was alive.
That's what I was about to say. Is it possible for like the homies to exist without Big Mom? Like, is that a thing that's possible? Do we know that?
Well,
Or-
now we didn't know before this whole time, but like the fact that a homie from when Carmel had the power is still around kind of shows.
Okay, yeah.
And we
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Wait,
Carmel's.
that homie was around when Carmel was around?
Yeah, that's what he says. Like, oh, when my dad
Went to go vanquish Big Mom.
That's true. When Carmel,
maybe
she's definitely
when she was
dead.
raging, like her Samana when she was a little kid. She didn't have the powers yet.
Is that? You know what? I would have to like read the flashback because I took it as this guy's dad left Elbaf to go on some, I don't know, crusade to vanquish Big Mom. And
no, when Big Mom was wilding as a kid in Elbaf.
Damn, I don't remember that. I don't remember.
You don't know when she rampaged? That's how one of them.
Well, I remember that, but I don't remember the details. Like I don't remember the shield.
So I don't remember the shield thing either, but that's the person who had the powers during that time when that moment happened was Mother Carmel because she was still alive. So if this shield is still around, then I don't know. Listen, I'd rather Big Mom be dead. I love Big Mom, but I think she should just be dead.
No,
I don't know.
I like the idea of her still being alive and her story still being needing to. I like the theory of her story being wrapped up in Elbaf since she has so many ties to them. And I don't know, like the way she just went out is kind of sad as far as a Yonko goes, but at the same time, Buggy's a Yonko, so yeah, pretty much. All right, well, I'm at the chapter and I'm watching Big Mom crash out right now. It's chapter 867.
Damn, he really went back. He really went back.
Yeah, man. And I'm not gonna lie, she's looking diabolical. She's
just
and
a
looks like
baby.
Carmel is doing the Prometheus thing, but I'm not seeing no shield, bro. I see Ja Rule though. What's up, man?
Yeah, but I'm saying the guy just said here in the chapter that's when that, or maybe it could be somewhere else, right? Who knows? That's the beauty about One Piece. It's just a theory, a game theory. Oh, shout out to Kilometers Matt, $4.99 super chat. Yo, Goofy review my One Piece fanfic.
Hey,
Yo, it looks like you got some homework to do, man.
Yeah.
You want to take the next 2 pages though?
Are we look what we caught? Is that what we're right? Yeah.
Yep.
Look what we caught. Whoa, that's huge. It's a Grogosaurus tasty and nutritious. I delivered the killing blow. You should have been there. I've never seen such a graceful soaring broccoli. You should have been there. I've never seen such a graceful soaring broccoli. Did you collect enough fallen trees? Yep. Got a nice pile going. Thanks for the hunt. There we go, nice and cooked. Yummy. It's not just for you. Oh, right. Eat up, Loki. Yow, you. He's literally burning the side of his face. Like, eat up, Loki. Fucking slapped a fat, smoldering piece of meat on Loki's face.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Hey.
What the hell? Oh fuck. Well, yo. I mean, that's what happened. That's what he's doing. You know, pause, I suppose.
What they say?
That's what we're seeing.
Calm down. Don't pull out the 9.
Yeah, it's hey. You have to tell him to be careful. So he's not even. This is fucking. He's literally. Yeah, we need to make some food specifically because Loki's so injured. Here you go, you big dummy, and just slaps him like that with that. That's fucking. His face is burning, bro. That's incredible.
He's got hot grease and oil just falling on his
literally face. Like even if some of it did, like if he's gonna be able to chew any of it, like the rest of his face is just melting off the bone. At this point. It's actually cooked. That's so crazy. And he's even like, "Are you trying to kill me? Hey, you're looking better already." Anyway, you need to eat if you want to recover. And he just starts eating, and you know, so it's hard to swallow lying on my back. You can't sit me up first.
Yo, this is crazy. What is
This is crazy.
I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do this to you, bro. We didn't do this on purpose.
It's too late. No going back. He's gawking and coughing on it too. That's crazy. This had to be a setup.
God.
This had to be a setup. Actually, I was cool before, but then now he's gawking and coughing on it. Now I'm just... Now I feel like I've been set up. This is crazy. Got something stuck in your throat? What is going on?
Chill.
Hang on a sec. This is a setup. I'll bring soup. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then the lunatic runs over some soup and just pours it on his face. What the he's just like, I can see it bubbling from here. Stay away from me. So a lot just happened.
Oh my
A lot
God.
just happened.
Poor Loki and poor Goofy.
Yo, bro,
That was a setup.
I don't remember it sounding that crazy the first time I read it.
Yeah,
I don't either.
yeah.
And
There's a
yet
lot.
it did.
That was a lot of dialogue there. Yo, Luffy's just he is a maniac. He's a maniac.
He's the worst, bro. This is what he did to Zoro after the Thriller Bark nothing happened moment. Bro just threw alcohol on him, saying like this is gonna heal him, right? The same way I eat meat. Wow.
I think it's very interesting how Loki can say he's saying I can see it bubbling from here, and there's a lot that's showing us that Loki can see through the bandages, and I really want to know what the deal with that is. What's with the bandages?
Well, bro, eyes almost popped out. You can see an eyeball a little bit, right? In that bottom left panel.
I think that's his forehead. I think that's his eyebrow.
Yeah, like his eyebrow bone. It could be. Who knows? He needs to take off. I kind of see what you're saying now, though. Like his pupil, that could be his pupil too. Like cartoonishly sticking out of his head. I don't know. I guess we got to see.
Poor guy. Now they got me feeling bad for bro.
Dude, hey, you know what? Luffy's doing his best. Just like Zoro over here bragging that he's the one that delivered the killing blow. Like, thanks, man. We have you to thank for this meal.
That Sanji joke had me crying that first time. I was like, just when I thought they was getting along just fine, I was like, you know what, Sanji? I respect it. It's because Zoro was doing too much. You wanted too much credit.
He didn't even have to say I delivered the killing blow. Like he just volunteered that information. Like, in case you were wondering, I killed
humble.
Yeah, literally.
Killing Me is mad with another $4.99 super chat. Thank you. It's called 1.5 piece and features my friends during the time skip.
Oh, that's sweet.
You gotta read that, man. You gotta check that out.
Is this like? Oh, that's like an actual fanfic that you did. That's awesome.
Shay said, blame Stephen Paul for this translation. Damn, whole government out there.
He's gawking and coughing on it. It's crazy.
This might be the wildest One Piece. I don't think they're going to beat the allegations this week.
No. And I know Oda struggled to not draw Nami in her swimsuit as the cover again. He struggles every week. I know he does. I know he struggles with it every single week. I know he does.
He said, do they deserve it? Do I deserve it?
Yeah. I'm going to do it again, but it's today to day.
I wonder what parameters he sets for himself in order to go down that road.
Yeah.
He probably does a lottery. When he wakes, he does like a rollout. He's like, okay, what's the next date? All right, Danny, you want to take next two?
No, bro.
Was it me? Oh, shoot. I lost track.
Man. Come on.
Oops. Splash. He has more burns than before. Get him away from me. Hey, Luffy. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Sanji looking at Gerd. You too, Gerd? What did this guy do to make all the giants hate him so much? I'm guessing he was lying when he made that promise with Luffy. Where to find red hair now? Sorry, but I wasn't lying about that. We'll be the judge of that. Go on and tell us. Why should I tell you when you haven't upheld your end of the bargain and unlocked my last chain? You really want to meet red hair that badly, eh? I suppose I understand how it feels to idolize a pirate you met when you were just a lad, as Hydrogen looks at him menacingly. You make it sound like you feel the same way about someone. Yes, I did. And it pains me that I was only a boy at the time. As we flash back to young Loki, take me with you. I didn't come here to meet a whelp like you. Stop making me repeat myself. As we see a shadowy figure whom some of us seem to deem might be a fraud, might not be. Looks like might be rocks.
Yeah. I think that's definitely rocks. Right? I mean, there's no debate. But when you say fraud, do you mean like whether or not he was a strong person or whether or not he's more like Buggy the Clown?
Maybe. Could be like Buggy. He was nowhere to be found on God Valley. You didn't see him in the fighting panel. He ain't there.
It is a big toddler that Loki is. Look at him. He's fucking as a kid. Look at him in the background of
Yeah, you see the
Rocks.
regular sized people there, like looking at bro, like
Yeah.
it's like a baby
Twain
Titan.
me. Yeah, literally. Oh my god.
But yeah, they hate the boy. Gerd is over here like, yeah, good job. And she's a doctor.
I
Yeah,
really
love
wonder
that for her.
why Loki knows where Shanks is, and why that kind of like matters. Because I feel like wherever Shanks is, I don't know. I feel like it's something
Word.
important. Like
Where
Shanks
is
went on
he
a
at?
mission.
Is he still like out at sea dealing with like after the Bartolomeo thing, or is he here?
I don't think he's in Elbaf. If he were in Elbaf, he would have already done something about this. Especially if his twin brother was on the island for even a moment of time.
Yeah, he probably
Yeah,
would
and he
have
was
noticed
just
immediately.
with Bart too. So where were they, and what is he doing after he blew up the Bart pirates? Like that was just like maybe like a day or two ago, or like a week at most, I would say. So where the fuck is he?
So if anything, they could be coming back.
Hopefully, I don't know what's about to happen with Shanks and then Shamrock too. Like, I don't just if he comes here anyway, but I don't know if Shanks is going to come to Elbaf. I think he should narratively, like, it makes sense because what was he doing outside of Wano? Like, he showed up to Wano just to scare the shit out of Green Bull. And then
he was like, you know what? Just wanted to check in on them. They seem okay.
That's it. There's no reason if he's not going to Elbaf. Like, I thought at least, but whatever.
You know what else Shanks did before we saw him again? He took out Captain Kidd. He took him out right on the shores of Elbaf too.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we're gonna see him at a certain point too.
Kidd, bro.
Where else is he gonna be?
I thought we gave up on that dude.
No, you gave up. No, there's no way. There's no way the Kid Pirates are down. Like,
what do you mean? There's no way. Bro. One Piece wants to end, Danny. It doesn't want to keep going.
I feel like we're gonna see Kid. We're gonna see Kid on the island.
I don't know
if Kid was gonna show up. Maybe one of his arms would have been in that final panel that showed you all the players in the final race.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I think we'll see him in the story again. I don't think we're gonna see the Kid Pirates again, though. I think they're like done. I mean, we might not even really see him in the story again. Oda might just give him a cover story and be done with it. Honestly.
The only person who deserves to live is Killer, because Killer didn't even want to do that attack.
That's true.
Yeah, that truly did not.
Like, I genuinely felt bad for bro. I was like, you already got him going about everything. Now he's just going to go get Shanks. You lost.
Somebody take my arm. Like, like if somebody take my arm, I'm not going to go try to get it back. I just feel like you got it. I just feel like you got it. It wasn't even
Shanks who took his arm. It was Ben Beckman.
Even worse. So what are you gonna do when you meet Shanks? Is like, what you think he's gonna do when you meet him?
Prostrate in front of him. I think it's interesting how Harujan's also looking at menacingly, like you said, at the fact that Loki's talking about understanding how it feels to meet a pirate when you were a kid, and how it pains him that he couldn't go. Because I don't think Luffy feels like negatively anymore that he couldn't go with Shanks when he was a kid. I think Luffy understands, like, oh no, it would have been no wrap for me. I would have died at some point.
I think Luffy just wanted to be like, he was like, I'm just gonna be a better pirate than you. Like, Luffy's just immediately became so selfish. He was like, you don't want to take me with you? Fine, I'll make my own pirate crew with blackjack and hookers.
Blackjack,
literally. That's what he did, and he did it, and now he's about to be pirate king,
bro. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else in this that we need to break down? I mean, most of the theory crafting really comes after this. So, right. Danny, it's you.
Next two. Fight me then. What? You didn't have to use a blade on the kid. Shut up, Newgate, punk ass. I was born in the wrong era. Boom. And now we're cutting back to the giant pirates fighting all these dream monsters. The Draugrs are like soldiers. Ga-ba-ba-ba. So many ghosts too, just like the thing kids would be afraid of. Ah! Is that meant to be Loki? I'll handle him. Mr. Ya. Raw! As Mr. Ya, the Mountain Eater, slices that Loki thing down the middle. Wah! All right. Insane. So we're seeing Scopper Gaban. He's still got the hands, and he's clean with it too.
Yo, Oda is having too much fun in Elbath. When you think about it, he is on his 69 God stuff right now. Because having
he didn't
that
need to do
chapter,
that.
having that page that you had to read, sorry, bro, and then bringing back the Mountain Eater again. And when the first time I saw Mountain Eater, and then you told me Girdle was his baby mom's, I was like, bro, Oda, chill. Chill. You are doing a
that's
lot.
Rhea Ripley. That's who's his it's even worse. It's a bigger giantess like Rhea Ripley. He's got the women's WWE champion. That is his paramour. Like that's insane.
That's his fanfic right there.
Bro.
Except it's not fanfic anymore.
So
that's canon.
This is why I was saying he might low-key he could still low-key after doing this to Loki be a fraud. He only beat up a kid. Buggy would beat up a kid,
but here's
tell
the thing
somebody to shut up, even if they were stronger.
But here's the thing: I think that Rox, like for someone like Loki to admire him that much, do you really think it was all Riz? Do you think it was all charisma and like what? It was his drip.
I do
sure
think Rox actually was that dude, but I do think Buggy could still be, because maybe Buggy is actually low key actually that dude.
Like,
or what if he's just that dude the way Buggy is that dude? So like literally everybody who follows Rox like that, it's just like why people follow Buggy. Like what if Whitebeard is only with him right now because Rox owes him money or something, just like Crocodile and Mihawk.
Yeah, or maybe he's like, yeah, Rox is my cousin, family. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm just sticking with him for now.
It could be for any reason. I mean, it's either Buggy is Rox's like kid, because that's like shrouded in mystery. It would be a good kind of like dichotomy with Shanks being the kid of a god's knight, a celestial dragon essentially, and then Buggy being the child of the prior crazy thing before Roger. You know what I mean? A crazy pirate. And those two kind of, coming together, growing up together, and still come butting heads. It's something poetic that could be said with it. Because, like, why is he keeping Buggy around this long? He wants to do something with Buggy, bro.
Yeah, Buggy for Pirate King.
Something. Yeah, I think the storyline with Buggy is just already compelling as it is. Like, if you ever felt like you were left behind by your friends, but like you somehow end up having people that believe in you, that's how Buggy feels all the time. And he's just like, he's faked his way to being one of the emperors. I low-key want to see him win. Honestly,
he deserves
like
it
not
at this point.
a real thing, but he deserves to get a win that'll make him go, okay, well, that's pretty cool that I did
this
that.
Was all worth it.
Yeah, like a Buggy win only means that like it just has to be a newspaper article saying Buggy is the Pirate King. It won't mean that in the story, the narrative, like Buggy took down the craziest person. We know we got Jimmy Scoops over here. It's gonna be whatever he say.
It's all propaganda.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how Loki's over here trying to get Rox to let him join the crew, and he's just like, fight me. And then all of a sudden you see Rox's eyes light up like, what? A fight? You want to fight? And then Whitebeard is kind of right. Like, bro, did you really have to use a sword on him? Look at Loki. He is beaten, bloody, and bruised, left on the floor.
Is it a big feat beating up a kid?
That's what, if I was Rox, I would say the same thing. I'd be like, shut up, Newgate. Look at that kid. That is a giant toddler. I stabbed him. Yes, I stabbed him. What did you want me to do? Fight? No. Yes, I stabbed him. I would say the same thing. Shut up, Whitebeard. Like, yes.
Yeah. Or listen, if it ain't Buggy, I do believe Dragon could be actual Rox's real kid. Yeah, because Garp already known for adopting people, and Roger could have known how Garp get down. Like, he adopted in Rox's kid when he was whatever, and that ended up being Dragon. Because even Dragon hair kind of looked like Rox's hair.
Yeah, we only have the silhouette to go. That's what's tough about this. Like, Oda could just be lying to us.
Yes, yeah, because the OG Loki silhouette was wicked.
Yeah.
Bro, like Lord Farquaad.
Weird. Yeah, that shit was weird. But now look at him, the king.
I need the Rox. I really wonder when we're gonna finally get that Rox reveal, because we're getting a little bit here on Elbath, and I like that Luffy and Loki now have that parallel between the two. I didn't think we were going to get any kind of like Rock's intel here. So we're getting a little bit of intel on his personality and the kind of person he was. And I just wonder, like, are we going to keep getting more? Because I don't foresee. I mean, we didn't think we were going to get any Rock's information back in Egghead Island. We were getting Kuma's backstory.
Bro, we didn't
that
think we
came
were
out of
getting
left
Egghead
field.
Island.
Yeah.
Like,
he's gonna look so goofy, dude. Like, I think we all feel like we know what he looks like. I just know Oda's gonna like the thing we think is his hair. What if that's not even that? He's gonna make it. He's gonna give him a weird mustache or something. It's gonna be so goofy. I could feel it.
Yeah, he's not going to be the edgelord we all want him to look like.
if he has imagine he just pops up with the nose.
Yeah,
like Usopp
he
nose?
just has the
No,
nose.
not the Usopp nose. No,
No.
the Buggy nose.
Oh,
That would be insane.
Oh my god! The one I thought the community would
feel like-
explode.
Y'all gonna be sick.
That
They're
would
gonna be
be
like, yo,
crazy.
he looks so crazy. And he just has the big red nose.
I feel like people would have like
Imagine it was
captured
Buggy's
Buggy
nose.
if they would be like, "Hey, is that the guy that has the same nose as the most infamous pirate ever?"
Then we're gonna sit here like,
what
so
if the
nobody
nose-
ever pointed that out. I know
What
this
if
man
the
looked like.
nose was the same note? Is the same like with Luffy's straw hat being passed down, but it's just the fucking nose.
The nose,
And all of
the
a sudden,
straw-
you're getting the
will of-
emu flashback, and there was somebody back then with the same nose.
the will of nasal.
The will of the clown. The laughter, bro. The god of laughter. Who laughs but a clown? A clown. The clown causes laughter. Guys, we're cooking here. That's it.
Unfortunately, there is traction in this. He is cooking. Unfortunately,
Buggy for Pirate King.
Buggy for Pirate King.
Yeah.
What if it's Luffy is the Nika god of destruction and Buggy's the god of laughter? God of liberation.
Yo, when Luffy, when Buggy's Devil Fruit awakens, that chop fruit is actually a mythical Zoan.
Overpowered.
It's a mythical Zoan. It's a mythical Zoan.
I don't. And Oda would shamelessly do that too. That's the thing. Like, I don't even know what it's gonna make it something like, I don't know, mythical unicorn. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. He can cut things up. I don't know. Oda would literally just write that mythical giraffe or something. I don't fucking know. He still has.
Bro say he got the Sakuna fruit.
Yeah, but that really would be OP if he awakens that shit and he's just Sakuna. That would actually be fucking. That would be actually crazy. If
Buggy's
he was
over
able
here
to
just
do
malevolent
things like that.
shrine.
Malevolent shrine.
He could do something, and if he could do something like that, then he would be a nightmare for like Luffy. He'd be a nightmare for so many people. Like,
because if he could like the same way like Devil Fruit uses when they touch stuff, and then like they expand it when it's awakened. If bro touched the ground and he start cleaving the ground because he has a chop fruit,
Oh man, dude,
awakened.
we're cooking here. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where.
I was about to say, I don't know where either. The only thing with that is like every time when he chops things, like they're still alive. So he's probably just gonna be really annoying to fight, but you could still beat him probably.
Damn, that's kind of like how Law's fruit works when he like cuts
Yeah.
people.
That's what I thought of too. So I don't know how that's probably why Otis hasn't done it yet. He's like, I need to make sure.
He said, I gotta set this up right. They're not even ready for this.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it in the final arc.
Bro got the moon. He got the moon god fruit secretly.
That would be so insane.
Like
I'd
the
be
half
Buggy,
moon.
What are you doing, Buggy? Come on. Please.
Yo, Buggy stocks are up.
The stocks are high, bro, right now. I'm telling you
Well,
that
not
nose
for
is
real,
gonna be
for
right
real.
on rocks. Rocks reveal is gonna show that nose, and people gonna be like, "Fuck." Sealed. Your fate is sealed.
And they'll always revert back to this episode, this live stream. This is where it all happened.
They'll know that
Called
we
it.
are at least the 120th people on YouTube to say it.
Wait, the red nose thing for real?
No, I don't know, but it's hard, bro. It's too many. It's so many One Piece YouTubers. It's hard to feel like you had an original thought.
That's very true.
But yeah, you Goofy. You want to take the next 2 pages?
Is that we're
Good
at
thing.
good thing
Yep.
these Yeah, okay, cool. And who is saying that? Good thing these are based on a child's imagination. Is that Saul?
Yeah, I
tell
think
you,
so.
Or who is that? I can't tell. Yeah.
No, I
Good
think
thing these are
it's
based
Scapa
on-
Gaban. I think.
Scapa Gaban. Oh, okay. Yeah, that does. Okay. Good thing these are based on a child's imagination. Would they be stronger if the kids knew the real thing? I'd rather not find out. Yeah, there are more of them now. 3. a trio of abnormal voices they can try to hide. But I still feel them. If even Elbath isn't safe anymore, then it's truly the end of days.
Oh, you're making Bailey
Firefighter
sound
Jane.
like the oldest, like the fucking crypt keeper.
Open sea hoses.
Chill. Bro, cheap suits.
I'm just simply passive. Firefighters, I'm so glad y'all made it, but could you pick it up a little? The kids are about to reach the flames. The valves are all the way open, the strongest stream we've got. The kids are still sleepwalking. Put out the fire. You can do it. Get them flames out. I'm begging you. Look at that, Gunko. The kids are about to burn to death. What happens? Will they wake up? Why the hell? That's so like he's looking at it like, oh look, they're about to die.
Yeah, this guy's
Oh my
calling.
god,
Yo,
Dude,
what a
Summers is
hoe.
a sick man, man.
He's a hoe. Oh my god.
the God's Knights, I'm liking them. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I kind of like how dastardly they are.
Interesting. They truly seem interesting. They definitely really seem interesting.
Well, like for so long, for so many arcs in One Piece, we got all these villains and these villain groups. We're like, I kind of like some of these guys. Like,
Yeah.
you got what's homie from Dressrosa, diaper dude, hard
Senor
boiled,
Pink.
Senor
Pink.
Pink. You got
yeah.
Senor Pink, and then you got like the Bon Clay stuff. Like so many times, bro. You just sit here like, I kind of like some people in this group. It's good to just have a group of them. Like, nah, all these dudes just suck.
Yeah.
Even homie from Sky Pier that kept doing this all the time, that was trying to fight Chopper, he wasn't that bad of a dude.
Mhm.
No, you talking about? Oh, and Sky P. I know
Gadatsu?
what you're talking about. Didn't he die in those
Gadatsu?
clouds? Or
Nah,
did he not?
Gadatsu got a whole cover story.
Oh, okay,
you're-
so he's alive. I was just about to say it's really
Yeah.
dark because he wasn't really that bad of a guy, but Chopper basically killed a guy.
Nah, he set them off the clouds, and he ended up going all the way down.
Okay.
He somehow lived.
Good.
You know,
Good.
a feat better than Kaido.
Kaido could
Speaking
never-
of feats, though, I'm very surprised Saul was able to take down that wolf dream monster.
Yeah,
I didn't know
cool.
Saul.
He had
I didn't know Saul.
14 too.
damn, you ain't got no. You ain't got no. He's at least he's a vice admiral, bro. I mean,
He
they
had
didn't do
to.
much in Egghead, but like, they still something.
Yeah, no, you're right. But still, he's old. He's got peg leg now. Listen, I didn't know. I wasn't familiar with
your
Saul's game. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Let's see. Truman Spider said imperfect copy of the Opie fruit, like the separate fruit. You talking about in regards to like Buggy's fruit in Law?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. Killingham is definitely used as Usopp's matchup for a fight. So,
Yo.
there's a lot of things that we can do with Killingham.
Yeah. Well, Truman, this guy in the chat actually pulled out a really good idea of Killingham. Truman Spider said if Killingham pulled rocks out of Loki's dream, it would be a monster. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Or pull Loki's daddy, and we get to see what he views his daddy as, right?
King Harold.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I wonder if they're going to use that for like something with like exposition, like to tell us something. Because I really want to know what happened at God Valley. I almost don't care about anything else other than like the fights that happened in God Valley. Like I obviously do, but like at the same time, it's like if Oda showed me like, hey, you can learn what the One Piece is, or I can show you what happened at God Valley. I was like, take me to God Valley right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
actually, 100%. I don't care about the One Piece.
I got a feeling that Oda they're gonna have to make a movie or something.
Dude, I was just gonna say if they announced God Valley the movie,
because
they would make so much money.
They
would make so much money.
Because what he did with the Rocky Port incident when he just made an SPS answer. We can't say that he doesn't have that in him that he'll do that to us. He would. Even Zoro's family tree, he did it too, like that in the SBS.
And they've never made a movie that's been canon either. So that's what kind of like I feel like I feel like I'm hoping for too much. But there would be such a good, the first and maybe even only canon movie ever is a God Valley flashback. That's such a good idea. You could even still get new voice actors because everybody's like in the past. Literally just take us through God Valley's incidents, and then everybody would watch that. Literally everybody would watch
Just cook. Give us all
I'd pay $50 a ticket.
I swear that would be so like, oh my god. The only reason I guess they wouldn't is you probably learn literally everything about One Piece
Yeah.
from just God Valley.
Oda's gonna be like,
All of
if you make this, you better not do this idea, this idea, this idea, this idea. I'm saving these, so don't do any of
Yeah.
this. Then you're like,
Yeah.
so we just don't make the movie, I guess.
It's just such a tease because I know that when we finally get the flashback, I just don't know how in
Yeah.
depth it's going to be.
Well, I think that's what kept like us learning too much about Kaido. I feel like it had to really be like, all right, he can't go too much into Kaido stuff because it was too interconnected, maybe with some rock stuff. So it's like maybe we'll get it all in one go. You know what I mean? That kind of will be maybe the tying bow for, you know, Big Mom and Kaido as well for the story. God really can, if we go to it. Elbaf has the opportunity. It's already turning out like a God Valley incident right now. It's the same level. They're making a game out of hunting down children. It's no different.
I'm trying to think about how they could actually like tie it back to a God Valley flashback. Like, I don't know, maybe.
Well, Somers was definitely there.
Hmm.
Soma's age. He's definitely there. He's about the same. He looks like about the same age as Shank's daddy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This is a stretch, but what if like Loki actually did like go on Rox's ship and like travel with them, and maybe like the world government kidnapped Loki, and that was one of the treasures. And because remember, we know that Rox went to God Valley to claim a treasure back, and what if that treasure was Loki, his like pupil, his disciple, or whatever, and that's why he went back.
Or what if that treasure was Buggy in the treasure chest?
Yeah.
It all comes back to Buggy.
It all comes back to Buggy. Wizzo with the 499 super chat. Is Pirate King Buggy with all 3 Hockey Awakened OP?
If Buggy had Conquerors, okay, that's where I draw the line.
Don't give the boy no hockey. Just let it be pure devil fruit.
Well, hockey is crazy. Like I would give him observation. Otherwise, he's gonna get like they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. If he doesn't at least if you can't even see what's going on, they're gonna kill him. So I at least give him observation.
Yeah, I don't think like Buggy should literally just become Pirate King purely on propaganda and Riz.
Some nonsense, something ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah, no feats. I don't need Buggy to have a single goddamn feat in the whole series to become Pirate King.
But Usopp needs to have a feat.
Please, actually, the fact that that even the Saul and Brogy and the other guy Dorian Brogy sobered up and are actually doing things. What is Usopp doing? Jinbei's putting out fires.
Usopp is cracking jokes, bro. He's doing his thing. He was a little drunk.
He's trying to pull Excalibur out of Ja Rule's skull right now.
He's definitely I believe he'll rise to the whatever challenge that there is. He's definitely around Dorian Broggy, and he wants to be seen as like not a scared little pussycat. So like I think a good Usopp moment's coming because I do feel I feel like I've noticed like a steady progression and like how he's been like throughout. I know a lot of people are hard on Usopp, and I do understand, but frankly I think like you know, I've enjoyed literally everything that I've seen from him, and I do think we are headed towards like a big character moment. And I wouldn't have wanted Oda to rush that in any way, honestly.
Yeah, listen, I give Usopp grace because I don't care for him to do anything more. I'm like, just use your observation hockey at least one more time. That's all I'm asking. At least master that. I don't care if you don't get super strong and able to take down something crazy. But you can definitely see Oda is adding more as we've been in Elbaf, like how he's been acting as a whole from when we first like kind of was on that bridge and kind of how he's been communicating. We're seeing, even if he was drunk, we seen Usopp kind of be a little more cockier and have a little more like sauce on how he acting than any arc prior. So this something's going on at least with his mental here.
Yeah, and I think that I also think that the way Oda does things sometimes is like we could have like an entire like Marineford was just Luffy. We didn't see anybody else. So we could, and then in Whole Cake Island, we got like a bunch of stuff with Sanji. Like there could be a section where we don't have anything but Usopp. So I always like temper myself like because Oda could straight up just be like, fuck it, Usopp for 200 chapters. And like we just have to sit through. It's gonna be awesome
for 200 chapters.
But we don't have any say in that. Like we just have to like it's gonna be awesome, but we had no say. So whatever Oda's gonna do, I'm ready to see it.
I mean, for all we know. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that is a pretty good point that you brought up with, in past arcs, we never thought we would get more Sanji backstory, but we got more Sanji backstory in Whole Cake. Then in Wano, we got a little bit more of Zoro. So honestly, we could get a little bit more of Usopp because we really don't know that much about him, except for the fact that his dad's part of the Red Hair Pirates.
Yeah.
And his mom died from sickness when he was really young. So
I think
maybe there's more to explore.
I think Film Red did Broski no favors.
Yeah, it set expectations.
Film Red did Broski no favors because
I just watched that last night. I remember he
Bro
like
was
had a moment
synced up with his dad.
Yeah.
Observation hockey went crazy
in another universe.
And his dad even said, like, "Oh, if only my son can learn to calm his mind and hone it,
he'd be
lit
lit.
to do this."
That's true. He did
his
say
dad
that.
gassed
That
him
is
up.
tragic. That is tragic that he said that, and that's all we got from that.
It's like, damn, bro. It was like it felt like Bronny James and LeBron at that moment. I was like, dude, why you do this to Usopp? Why you let us know in this movie, yo, you really could be that dude if you just stop being like this. You making it so hard for him to beat the allegations.
If you weren't who you were, you could be awesome.
Well,
all right, who is it me now?
Yeah,
next two?
you again, sir.
Yo, too much yapping, see? We cut to Gunko. They'll wake up from the heat, wail, and cry for their parents, and be consumed by flames and burnt into bones, I assume. How about that? Now that's emotion. So we see Jinbei, Sea Cloud. What's wrong, firefighters? It's not going out. We're at max output. We out of options? Stop, children. As we see Somers laughing. You see Jaguar D. Saul running with his one peg leg. We see the flames on the kid's foot. Shoulder throw. Saul looking confused. That there should do it. Was that in time? Over here. Hop on. Way to go, Jinbei. I got the chills. And we see a whole bunch of water coming down. Wow.
Yo, finally. Jinbei MVP of the chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made him pull a Rise on Wano. They said, hey, you want to do that move again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, he's like a Pokemon. Yo, use Hydro Pump.
Did he like take this random cloud to make this, or did Nami? Because why is Oda not having Nami make rain?
Huh.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know either. I didn't think of that.
I did not think of that either.
He said,
That's a good question.
Could have solved the issue right here.
But she has enough power. Yeah, she had enough power to like create lightning.
She's spamming Zeus, bro. Spamming Zeus.
Could just spam Zeus, honestly. That is crazy. They didn't think of that. That's insane.
Bro says side B, side B, side B. I'm like, come on, bro. Use up B.
Somers really is a crazy bastard because
I love it.
All run, and then we just get a quick panel just of Oda showing us. Remember, this guy's a sick freak, laughing at kids about to get burned alive. That's crazy. And Gunko's over here talking like Robin with some really morbid details about how these kids are going to die.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I'm a fan. Wizzo with the $4.99 super chat. Theory: Emu is like Kaido, waiting for someone who could help them rest in peace. Nah, I think Emu really want to see us fail.
Yeah, I don't think that. I'm just waiting for the next dictator to come take my place. I don't think so.
Waiting for the chosen one to lead.
When we saw that panel of him like looking at all of the wanted posters and then choosing, what was it, Vivi to like X her or whatever, it looks like he's weighing the options like, who's the biggest threat to me out of all these people?
Or he's just putting together a piece of puzzle. He's like, this reminds me of that last time this shit happened.
Yeah.
He's like, this motherfucker with this rubber thing. And then, because I still think that Emu did a body swap with Laws Devil Fruit from back in the day, and it's Nefertari Lily's body. right?
Yeah.
That's why it's like kind of like in shadows or whatever, and it kind of looks like it has a feminine silhouette, has a little crown on top of the head.
Also, if Emu really was like Kaido and he's just waiting for someone who can help them rest in peace, is that in terms of like fighting, or is he just want to be just killed? Like he's just waiting like on a throne because like Kaido was out there on the streets scrapping with
Kaido was
the worst
yeeting
generation.
himself off.
Yeah, he fought Hawkins, Kid, right, and recruited them. You know, he's recruiting people. He was out there on the front lines instead of sending like the Topiroro. Like when he heard that like people were seeing the Straw Hats in Wano, and then he came in himself drunk, but he came and blew up the Odin's castle. You know, Kaido was always putting himself on the front lines because he wanted to like see
but
the
Kaido
smoke.
just liked to fight.
Exactly.
It's just him and Luffy cut for the same cloth.
Emu has the God's Knights. Emu has the Gorosei. Like he doesn't really do anything himself, which kind of just tells me like, I think he's hiding.
Like, and if he just wanted to die, I don't think that's bad conflict because Luffy would be like, okay, like any character would be like, okay, I promise I could do it.
Yeah,
like, I bet there's a lot of characters that could do it.
We've done it once already, and look how people reacted to like Kaido's everything he had to offer. I don't see Oda going for that again. We see that he has more versatility when it comes to villains and like what really constitutes him a villain, whether it be the basic crocodile, which is somehow still one of the best by being what he is, and Enel, who's basically trying to give people back their land in a kind of a weird way, but very interesting there. And then you have Dressrosa with Doflamingo, kind of way different. And Big Mom is like, oh, you kind of want to make the world a better place, but you kind of going about it wicked. Like for it to be minimized to that, and somebody who has that much power for this many years would kind of be lazy as hell.
No, I agree.
But shout out to Jinbei. Finally, I'm not a Jinbei. I'm not the biggest Jinbei fan. He's like my least favorite Straw Hat, but he does whatever.
He does whatever. That's crazy.
He just got here, so like I don't love him like that.
Okay.
I don't got as many moments with him, so it's like, yeah, he's cool.
No, I get that.
Well, he's proving useful because he's over here. He's the firefighter of the Straw Hat crew. Fuck the helmsman position.
Yeah, these firefighters. These firefighters they got are
sorry.
They just letting anybody do the job.
We don't know. The fire's not going out. What do we do next? You're the firefighter. What are you asking me what we should do next? You should put the fire out.
Like the real life firefighter exam. You know how hard it is to become a firefighter? Much harder than becoming a police officer.
Way harder.
Right? These dudes is doing nothing. They got the C squad.
I got a water hose. That's it. That's it. That's all I need, I thought. But before we go, I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick.
Okay. Yeah, you do you, man.
Well, we'll catch up with the chat right now. See, Shay said Emu is 2-0 so far, so he's trying to hit the hat trick 3-0.
2-0,
like first world, second world.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that's
caught the W first world, caught the W second world, and now we're in the third world.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's assuming that Emu was around for all of those.
You've never believed that he?
I don't know. I'm not making any assumptions about Emu and how long he's been alive for.
Yeah, but because you don't think that he would have been present since back then?
For First World?
For this whole thing?
I don't know, because I'm right now, if you're telling me that, I'm thinking about what I forget who said it. Maybe it was Ivankov when Sabo was talking about somebody said something about an old family that's been in.
It's basically the original, like that name was said.
The Naromi
family.
The
Emu Nerona. That's basically, it was like that name has been around. If it's the same exact name, that person's been if it's the same person, then that's kind of ridiculous because that shit is from way, way, way back then, right? And the first world is clearly, right? This is basically, we're going back to chapter 1138. Somehow, I feel like that's just the easiest way to fill time, right? Yeah. But it's clearly showing like the ancient kingdom is from the first world, right?
Mm.
All the ancient kingdom stuff, all the original stuff is like from way back in the first time, I think. And then the second time is when I think things were about to kind of switch back because now a second person had the devil fruit,
Right, Joy Boy.
right? And I think that's the second person that Emu went against.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lost twice because they said that they've lost twice essentially.
Oh, okay.
And who else would it be? Like it's for it to be. It just makes the most sense for it to. Emu has always been the one, kind of being in the way, having complete control. That's why the world is the way it is. Like they have a vision, and maybe they might be thinking they're doing the right thing, right? It could be a very Lelouch, like kind of way of thinking, like manipulating the hell out of everything to create a perfect world.
What was that podcast that we were on when it was like you, me, and those 9 guys?
Straw Hat Pod, yes.
The Straw Hat Pod. They came out with a reel yesterday when they were talking about Emu being like Lord Genome. And and from Gurren Lagann, they thought that like, oh, this guy's a dictator, he treats people like shit. But then come his background, you find out that he was actually a spiral warrior and he fought for humanity, but then they lost.
Yeah.
And he did his best to keep humanity going by keeping them under 1 million. He went about it a wrong way. So yeah, Emu could be,
somebody who lost their way.
Yeah.
Lived long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Exactly.
Got him.
But Corey, they got you over here. Corey, remember Marineford Jimbe?
Oh, listen,
Fishman
guys.
Island.
I get it, guys. I'm just
Whole Cake Island.
He fought who's who, guys. We giving who's who credit.
Yeah, but he also rolled up on Whole Cake Island and allowed the Straw Hats to escape.
He also stomped who's who. Like that wasn't a fight. It was just him calling him like, "Wow, you're racist," and then he broke his fingers and beat him up.
And then Yamato also just one shot at who's who just now. At this point, who's who is not a good. He's like diet Rob Lucci.
No, bro.
Who's not diet Rob Lucci?
He is diet. Oh, yeah. I am agreeing with you there. Which is kind of crazy because he's a tiger and Rob Lucci is a leopard. It's a lot of cats.
I don't know who would win a fight in real life, but
I'd probably give it to Lucci.
A tiger.
No, I meant a leopard or
a tiger.
I don't know.
A tiger would definitely beat a leopard. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know animals that well, bro.
I don't know. I've seen some
Lucky
wicked.
for you.
Yeah.
National Geographic Moogie is on the hunt. I believe tigers, if I'm not mistaken, are about. I think they're like 400 pounds. Tiger.
I'll look up leopards.
not power scaling a leopard and a tiger. We going too far.
600 to 800 or 600 no 200 to 680 pounds. So 600 pounds, 680 pounds, whatever. And leopards, then I'm pretty sure a leopard,
smallest of the large cats.
Yeah, just because I'm pretty sure a tiger could beat a lion. So I remember that, and I was like, dude, they're big, bro. Like lions.
Well, apparently, lions ain't even that they're not even that nice at fighting. Apparently,
they're the king of the jungle.
Yeah, they're nice. They're just not like
they're not that
tiger. Yeah, a tiger can only go up to 400 pounds. Yeah, a tiger. I don't know if they smack it. Like lions can fight, like the male lions can fight, but I think they like make all of the lady lions do all of the hard work. But there's like 8 of them traveling in a pack, so it's
you got high value tigers over here.
Yeah, high value tigers.
Exactly. Tigers just roll. You see one tiger, you need to leave. But usually there's like 9 lions together to eat.
Oh, you have a dog.
I do.
Oh, is that a pity?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, it's a girl. Be gone now.
No, they want to pod.
That's how it be. They be trying to. Anytime you active on the mic, they like, yo, can I talk?
Yeah.
It's because you're giving something else attention.
Come on, I got you. Yeah.
We got one more page.
You want to take the final page, Goof?
Yeah. I'm still on the lions and tigers page.
Wizzo's saying lions are pimps. Listen,
lions and tigers and bears.
Yeah, they are.
You ever see You ever see me in the forest with a grizzly bear? Help the bear.
Help the bear. I love that quote. Help the bear.
Help the bear.
Are we? This is the last. Like Gunko's on the left, so yeah, okay. What are we screaming at? What happened the last? I was sorry. I let go.
Jinbei put out the fire.
I let go of all of the memory of this chapter when I got up.
Bro got severed.
Put the fire out.
Yeah,
bro got severed. I got severed. Oh fuck. The wildfire in Forest Sector 2, Branch Route 8 has been put out, and the kids are all safe. The children weren't harmed by the flames, but they're still marching onward. That was a close one. We believed in you. Well done, firefighters. It was actually just Jinbei. Actually, I don't know why they're
stop the cat.
They're congratulating their firefighters. It was actually just Jinbei, but okay. The guardian deities of Elbaf. It isn't us, but at least they're safe. Oh, okay. So they acknowledge it's like it's not us, but at least. They're literally, but I hate like they're literally just like, thank you. Like it looked like I don't think they're saying that loud. Like they're about to take credit for that. Like, yeah, no, it was Jinbei.
Bro, so here's your participation trophy. It's when you passed the group project and you didn't do nothing. And you like, oh, word?
Exactly. But then Chopper's like, did you see that, Robin? Jinbei must be nearby. So they see that enough to know. Hopefully they regroup soon because I don't like Robin being basically by herself. Like she needs to get.
They about to egghead her again. I swear they want to.
What are you talking about, guys? I thought Saul stocks were high. He a vice admiral, right?
He's not even over there anymore. I don't know, or I guess he is right next to him. I thought he was actually. He's at least a little bit. I need I don't know. I think Saul can maybe save one of them. He didn't even really save Robin that one time on Alhara. Like that was low key. Aokiji just let him make it. So Saul's not. He doesn't have a good track record with me. So I need somebody else over there.
I'm not gonna really let him watch my kid again. Like fool me once, shame on.
This has happened before. I just feel like we need to send literally one other straw hat and I'll be okay.
Frankie, but Frankie's with Ripley somewhere, so maybe Frankie's the one person who should be protecting Robin at all times.
Yeah, I think that would be safe. That's a good bet. That was so cool, Jinbei. So cool. Thank you, Jinbei. It's nothing. The kids at school all hate me, but I think of them as my friends. That's so sweet, Colin. We're gonna save them together. Yeah. And then Gunko's here. She's like, so I suppose the school isn't the only place to find a perky child. Well, that's a weird thing to say. I don't know that you should have said that. But Colin's like, what? Who's that? And apparently they're all about
FBI open up.
So I'm excited. Yeah, that's a weird way to phrase that. But she's about to fight. She's about to fight Brooke, Jinbei, Usopp, Nami, and Colin. Colin's probably going to do something stupid and get caught anyway. But I don't think she can beat 4 of those straw hats. Like that would be crazy. Jinbei and Brooke is there. I don't think so.
I don't know, man. She's pulled up with the JoJo's pose.
She did.
She's a stand user, bro.
She did. That's what makes me think she's about to get jumped. I think they're just not gonna look at the people that are there. Usopp and Nami are gonna be like, don't care what her powers are, just everybody attack at once.
Yeah, they do. They do be doing that sometimes. They're like, you know what? Don't even question it. Just attack right away. Yeah.
Brooke too, actually. Brooke attacks pretty fast without asking too. And then Jinbei is probably gonna ask questions, but Jinbei can really fight, so he can afford to ask questions. Like he'll be fine.
I mean, it's gonna be really hard for any of them to do anything with Gunko because her powers are so confusing at first.
Yeah.
That like Brooke honestly would just need to blitz her really quick with that arrow notch strike move and catch her off guard.
But yeah,
I think if they jump her with all those weird powers, Nami can use electricity, rain, just weather, and then Usopp
and Zeus.
But maybe the arrows could change the direction of the attacks. Maybe
hot sauce,
right?
Yeah.
Imagine Usopp tries to hit her with the hot sauce, and then Gunko reverses it with the arrow, and it ends up hitting him in the face.
That's just something that would happen.
Or Gunko could not be an op. She could not be an op. Listen, she's already a big fan of Brooke's New World song, and now she's about to meet the Soul King.
I forget who said it. It might have been Grand Line Review, but somebody was saying that in the manga we don't get the lyrics for New World, but apparently in the anime, for some reason, one of the lyrics is Brooke asking, "Can I see your panties?" So
her panties is already being shown.
So what if Brooke says something along the lines of, "Thank you for letting me see your panties," and then she'll clock his voice and be like, "Wait a minute, are you the guy? Are you Soul King?
The guy? Are you my Lord and Savior?"
This is what starts her defection from the Holy Knight. She meets her idol Soul King, and then she shows him her panties, and then it's all over.
And we are now leaving Elbath and going to Laugh Tale, y'all. That is the end of Elbath.
Gunko for Straw Hat?
Gunko for listen, don't tempt me with a good time.
I mean, I feel like, we need to just there's so many of us on that ship. I don't blame Luffy for being like, all right, that might be enough. Actually, there's so many.
There's too many of y'all anymore. I can't remember this many backstories. I can barely remember Nami's.
In truth, I've already forgotten. I just know that fish hurt her. That's all I remember.
I just know that fish hurt her is crazy. But how are we feeling about this chapter overall? Everything that happened. We usually give a rating out of 10. We try to go with whole numbers here. But Danny, you want to give us your thoughts?
I think that this chapter had a lot of funny, goofy moments going back to, the stuff that happened with Zoro and Sanji, the rivalry between them, Goofy's utter Three Stooges shenanigans with him and Loki. Just that was pure comedy. Got a little bit of backstory with the whole Rocks thing. I thought was really cool.
Rocks really said, "Fuck them kids."
Yeah, man. I would probably give this an 8 out of 10. I had a lot of fun with this chapter.
Yeah.
And there's no break next week, so bonus points.
There's no break. I thought there was a break next week.
I don't see no break at the bottom of the screen.
Maybe somebody else will somebody confirm for us in the chat there's a break next week. But I think there's a break next week. I hope there's a break next week. I just need a break.
I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing at the bottom of the page. So
I don't either, but
we'll see. What about you, Goofy? How you feel about this?
Oh, there is a break next week.
Nah.
Curse has got my hopes up. My God. I feel good about it. I think I mean, I want to give it just a 10 out of 10. I get everything that it did. I mean, I guess, could have given us more. I don't know. I just liked it all. I'll be honest. Like it sets us up for like something really awesome coming up. Like I really want to know, because finally the Straw Hats are interacting with the Holy Knights. Like that is about to happen, and it's almost the whole Weakling trio. Like I need Chopper and Robin to reunite with them soon, but more than anything, I need Vivi to make it back to the Straw Hats. That's what I need. So I think I'll give this a 9 out of 10, because if Vivi had shown up, then it'd be 10 out of 10.
So brother, here we go.
Thank you for saying
that. You know what? I'm gonna go off the screen right now. I'm gonna act like Joe. You can be P for the moment, and I'm just gonna let you talk.
So Corey and I have been having this actual heated debate for quite some time. Like whenever we get on this tangent, it goes for a while, honestly. I am of the mindset that Vivi will meet up with the Straw Hats. But let me start off the tangent by simply asking you one question. Do you consider Vivi a member of the Straw Hats?
Yeah.
Would you look at that?
God.
Why do you?
This was such a chill stream. This was such.
What is the controversy?
He does not consider Vivi a member of the Straw Hats. He does not ever want to see her in the story again.
They said she was.
But they said she was, huh? Isn't that?
They said she was.
They literally said that.
I don't have. They said she was.
She's not.
That's kind of like her.
What's her role in the crew? She could come back whenever she wants. She could come back. They said the same thing to Yamato.
I don't know. No, they did. They said Vivi will always be part of the crew. They didn't say Yamato, you will always be part of the crew. They said Yamato, you could sail with us on the sea if you want. I guess we just met you. Vivi, they said we will always be like a part of the same crew, even if you stay in Alabasta, you'll always be a member. That's the whole point. They did the whole thing where they showed the.
Yeah, I agree. But wait, what's her role in the crew gonna be?
She has nothing to offer, bro. She can't do anything. Just let her be an ally and call it a day.
So my whole
Luffy
thing
don't
is,
give a damn about that. Luffy does not care about that. Luffy does not care.
Yeah,
he does not care. He asked Gaimon to join his crew. Like he doesn't care.
Gaimon
What
got
the fuck
something
would
to
Gaimon?
offer. What you mean?
What does Gaimon have to offer the Straw Hats? What does Gaimon have to offer?
Oh my god! He could get into small spaces.
No, he can't because he's in a box. He can't even get out of he can't get into any place. He's except the box that he's stuck in.
Man, I was over here fighting for my life, like trying to come up. You want to roll? She could be the diplomat for the Straw Hats. I don't know. The princess. She's the passenger princess of the Straw Hats, bro.
No, even if she never goes back to that ship, she is still like she's a member of the Straw Hats.
We need somebody who can scrap. We only need just like you said, Luffy don't want no more people on this ship. Only one more member. I'm not wasting it on Vivi.
No, he does not. Luffy don't recruit people based on how good they can fight. He recruits them if he likes them. So it's not that never meant anything. And he already asked Vivi to join. Like he already did. So he definitely would still go get her.
Listen, man, Vivi's gonna meet up with them at least because I think that she needs to go to Laptail.
I'm not gonna refute that. Narratively, it makes the most sense. But being like, we get like a Straw Hat shot, right? When we're in the final battle, because we always gonna get the Straw Hat shot. And if I see Vivi with Karoo and her little yo-yo strings, I'm Xing out the fucking I'm Xing out the tab. If I see one of
Rock's
these,
got a red nose, you're over here.
If Rock's got a red nose,
cashing a check to the bank.
I was about to say that's selfish, but I understand. But yeah, I think that's our girl, man. She gotta come home. Like
that's it.
That's Vivi.
She's a D, bro. She's a D.
You found an ally.
Nefertiti
I love this for you, Daniel. I love this for you.
Just happy I'm not alone because clearly the chat also disagrees with us.
We don't know yet. The poll's not over.
The
poll's not over.
I just don't.
But
Luffy would totally.
But
she could even just join like for a small time, even like, and then they save the world, and then she's like, all right, I'm gonna go be queen of Alabasta. But like she's back while we're fighting Emu.
I'd rather it be Bonnie or Yamato or Lilith, anybody but Vivi.
They can all come too. That boat's big.
Be a big happy family.
It's about to boat might get bigger. Frankie might get a power up. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
But this chapter for me, I'm probably gonna give it. It really had everything. It had lore. It had jokes. It wasted my time with the firefighters. I love having my time wasted as well in chapter. Gunko's reveal. Sanji and Zoro teaming up. Getting to see more of like Loki's character. You see him becoming a little bit more endearing. My stocks of me saying that your boy Scappa Gaban is going to end up having to fight the Gods Knights because you already know how many of them is there. It's looking good. I think that's just going to happen. I don't know if he's going to beat them, but I think he's going to encounter them. Yeah, I might give this a 9.
Okay.
Feeling good.
Yeah, no, you're right about the Scappa Gaban thing. Because I didn't even think we were going to see him again so early on in the arc. But, dude, you were absolutely right. And, yeah, because he even said it again, like literally a couple of pages ago. A trio of abnormal voices. They can try to hide, but I can still feel them. So like he's literally got his hand out and he's like trying to spot them. And the fact that the Straw Hats and Jinbei are like right there and Gunko's right there, maybe, yeah, he'll probably find them within the next 3 chapters.
We got a break week, so it might be the next chapter.
True.
We got Gunko here. He's gonna end up maybe pulling up on Killingham and Somers. Somers is already an old man, and we can see an old man fight.
And maybe they know each other because they were both at God Valley. And maybe that's how we get the God Valley flashback.
Boom, I haven't seen you in a while, Rose man.
Not since that day.
Haven't seen you
that is crazy.
Since God Valley Mountain Eater.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wizzo, shout out to you for $4.99 super chat. Vivi takes Emu's place.
Listen, that's a big role.
I would put it, like I said, I'll put her anywhere but the crew. I don't care what throne she sits on. You can put her anywhere. You can put her on the Iron Throne. I don't care.
The Iron Throne. She's already got a throne. She's Queen of Alabasta.
We'll see. But thank you again, Goofy Bro. We really appreciate you joining us for this stream.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Your reading skills were superb. To hear it firsthand, dude, you had me cackling.
Bro killed the game there. I was like, it does look like we set him up with saying like, okay, I'm gonna go first, and then Danny, and then you go, and then
Dude,
even
I-
his last one, I think I got you twice.
I just needed something
Yeah.
in this chapter to just get you to say "yeah" one time, but it didn't happen.
That would be
Dude.
sick.
Every time you say that, fucking kills me.
I love that.
But yeah, thank you again, bro. We really, really appreciate this. Have anything you want to plug before we start to sign out, and thank everybody else in the chat?
Not just the Moon Piece podcast, man.
Aw,
This
come
shit. Watch some more of that one Moon Piece podcast. It's awesome, man. I'm just working on. I'm working on. It's probably gonna be the longest video I've ever made. It's on Kingdom Hearts 2. So I'm just trying to get that.
A real
shit.
nigga.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you're going to do it too, because I've watched the first one at least 3 times. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
I gotta do. Yeah, it's and I'm having fun with this. I just keep thinking of more stuff. It's about to be so long,
bro.
That game is so funny, but good God, it's so much nonsense. I have to like come up with like it's taking me so long because I have to narrate through the bullshit. Like there's so much of this. I'm just like, well, that doesn't make sense. Even if I say it, it's not gonna make sense. So I don't even. How am I going to tell a joke in between this nonsense? Like none of this makes any sense.
The nonsense
so.
feels like the joke, and you're like, I'm gonna add something else in between.
But it's like something I need to literally explain so that you can follow me on whatever joke I want to tell. So it's like this is so much work, but it's fun. It's really fun. So I'm getting close to that coming out. Hopefully that'll be out really, really soon.
Dude, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's funny because we our co-host Kimmy, because she don't do One Piece, right? We call the Moon Piece because Sailor Moon and One Piece. Me and him just started finally watching Sailor Moon for the first time. We cannot get her to start One Piece. We'll try once we get through Sailor Moon. It's 200 episodes. Maybe then we can justify after the fact.
It'll find her. It'll find her. I think it finds us all. I think at some point. I've never seen Sailor Moon apart from I guess maybe when I was a kid and it would just come on. Yeah, I suppose
the Deke translation when she was Serena.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But yeah, we got her to start streaming Kingdom Hearts actually last month. So she's been doing that every week now. So she's never played Kingdom Hearts ever.
Really?
So she's going through Kingdom Hearts 1 now, and Girly was going against Cerberus for at least 2 or 3 streams.
Oh, no, not Cerberus. Not Cerberus.
It took her a minute.
Yeah, so
good God.
It's been hilarious.
Don't go back to that Coliseum. That was me. I fought Sephiroth for like 6 streams straight in Kingdom Hearts 2. I had to beat him. I tried to fight him in 1, and I was like,
no, one is nah. I'm just I'll maybe in 2. I don't have the skills. He asked me if I ever tried to fight Sephiroth. I'm like, not in 1, bro.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to fight him in 1. Every time I tried to fight him in 1, he was like, "Really? Again? You sure you want to do like?"
Oh, you approaching me?
He's got 6 health bars, but the game can only render 4. So it's like literally you'll be hurt, you'll be attacking him, and like nothing will happen. Like the game developers chose that, like, fuck it, give him 6. They're not going to beat him anyway. Just let him wonder why they're not doing any damage. And that's so funny to me because he's so OP in 1, and he's OP in 2 as well. But like 2 gives you way more chances to beat him. Like, and I mean,
even the skills they give you in 2 is like, oh, I'm way more versatile. Like I don't feel as stuck and bogged down.
Yeah.
So is she enjoying her time through playing the Kingdom Hearts series, or is she like kind of going like, what is this?
I would say she's enjoying it.
She's enjoying it because she didn't know. She's going in really knowing nothing. We were not even aware like how much.
That's why I'm
not
like asking. Yeah, that's why, because like I watched it, or we all played it when we were kids. So how is it now for someone to go through?
Bro, she doesn't even know Final Fantasy characters. So even seeing them, she was like, when she played it, she was like, wait, there's Final Fantasy characters in this? I'm like, have you been under a rock? She ain't no baby. She's 30 years old.
Yeah. I feel like if she wasn't live streaming it, she wouldn't be having as much fun. I feel like she gets so frustrated.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, yeah.
If she was by herself in the crib, I think she would have gave up at if not Coliseum, Deep Jungle.
Oh, Deep Jungle is where everyone probably would quit.
Bro, she went to Deep Jungle first. That's her first world.
The Monkey Planet? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane, bro. That shit turned me and Donald into Frieza. I swear I'll never go back there. No, never go back to the Monkey Planet, bro. Never. That shit was awful. I hated that fucking place.
Like she's already realizing that Donald don't heal her. She's over here screaming because she's a Marvel Rivals player. She's like, Donald's where are my heels?
that's not such the what an innocent question that will never be answered. What an innocent question.
My sweet summer child.
Yeah, look, because it's reasonable to ask that question, but it's like I can't explain. You just gotta.
Donald's just doing his best.
It's like asking what's the meaning of life. Donald's with my heels. Exactly. Is like, girl, this ain't the Willa D. You ain't gonna find out.
It's like trying to explain the prison industrial complex. Like I can't just. It's racism. Just trust me on it. It's racism.
The system is just built against you. Just
it's
know.
Just built to get just. I swear to God, it's not that I think you're stupid. It's just I do not have the time to explain. It's racism. It's racism. It's over. Right. I'm sorry. That's it.
Oh my God, being oppressed by the Donald healing system is crazy. It's almost like the real healthcare system. It is Donald Donald Duck is the perfect representation of the American healthcare system.
Yeah, you just gotta get fucked. Just don't even.
You crash out and you have to shoot somebody.
Yeah. That's how it. That's
what
actually true. That's what Donald. Luigi literally was like, you know what? Donald wouldn't take this, and then he pulled out his gun and he shot the CEO to the American healthcare.
Nah, man, sick of this shit.
I'm sick of this shit. He just pulls out the fucking gun. I want him to write the. I wish he would have included Donald in his manifesto, and I just realized one day, Donald would have shot this motherfucker. So that's what I do.
What would Donald do? Just like you asked, what would Ja Rule do? What would Donald do?
Yeah.
Well, just make sure you preface Donald the Duck, because we don't want to know what.
I didn't even think about the connection there, bro.
Yeah,
man.
That's the only Donald I know. That's not. I guess Donald Glover's cool, but maybe I guess those two, and I might think of another one. Basically, there's only one Donald I hate. I'll just say that. There's only one. All the other Donalds might be fine. I don't know.
Right. But shout out to everybody who came through for the stream. We really, really appreciate it. Make sure you like the stream. It really helps the channel a lot. Make sure if you watch this after the fact, leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts on chapter 1145. This fact that we have 1145 is still bananas to me every time. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for more content we put out. And make sure you guys check out Moogie Wanna Know Goofy on all socials, YouTubes, the TikToks, the Instagrams, all of that. We'll have everything in the description below. And Danny, it looks like you won the poll.
For Vivi?
8 votes.
Yeah,
but, you know,
hey, I'll take
sample size wasn't that big, but you know.
All right, I'll take my win where I can get it. Don't worry, Corey.
But yeah, thank you. Shout out to everybody. We appreciate you, Goofy. And on that note, y'all.